This channel is for adults and not for kids. G.I. Joe will take all of your money. G.I. Joe don't care. G.I. Joe. Hey guys. Thanks for stopping back by. So now we are going to look at the good guys, the G.I. Joe characters from the G.I. Joe Classified Series line of figures. So I collected, when I was a little kid, I collected the Action Team 12-inch G.I. Joe figures, and I loved those. And then when they changed it into Super Joe, in the 70s during the oil embargo, when they changed it to Super Joe, I collected those. And I still have the monsters from that. I still have Gore, leader of the Terrons, and then I have two of the Terrons, these six-legged walking dinosaur-like creatures. I still have those. But then when they turned it into the 3 3/4 inch G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, I was the right age at the right time, and it blew my frickin' mind. I loved those figures. I still have a couple of great big Ziploc bags filled with original 3 3/4 inch G.I. Joe figures. But my favorite character out of that line was Snake Eyes, and he has remained my favorite G.I. Joe character to this day. There's just something about the cool mystery man, all in black, who doesn't talk. He's just super cool looking, and I am a fan of the commando look for Snake Eyes, his original look. I love the fact that he's all in black like a ninja, and he's got ninja training, but there's something about this original mask that I love. I love the goggles and the little mouth slits for him to breathe. I love original Snake Eyes. So this is actually my favorite G.I. Joe Classified Series figure. I've got two of him. I ordered him from Walmart. This was the Walmart exclusive, but now you can get them. You can get them at Big Bad Toy Store. I think you can get him on Amazon too. He's no longer just a Walmart exclusive. But basically what they did with this figure was they took the, what's his name, Stalker. They took the body of Stalker and they painted it all black, and then they added the classic looking Snake Eyes head. So that's my favorite, and that's my favorite look of Snake Eyes. So before they released this bad boy, they released this bad boy, and he's really cool too. I guess he would be my second favorite because he was my favorite until this one came out. This is the one that came with Timber, and I still, I have Timber. I just didn't get him out to show you guys. So this is a good looking figure too. His mouthpiece is more armored looking, kind of like a paintball helmet, paintball mask. But it is truer to the original Snake Eyes than the ones that I'm about to show you guys. So this is a cool one too, and he's not a whole hell of a lot different than the one on the left. They're not that different. The one on the left is just a little more streamlined. He's not so bulky. The masks are just a tiny bit different. The one on the left is all black. The one on the right is black with some kind of gray mixed in. But he is a really cool figure too. Now, when this G.I. Joe Classified Series line started off, the first figure they released was everybody's favorite ninja. It was Snake Eyes. So being a fan of the original series and the original figures, when they made that change to Snake Eyes, I was one of those kids that was like, what the fuck did you just do to Snake Eyes? Because to this day, no one can explain to me how the fuck he sees out of that thing. It, it's ridiculous. It's like a visor for an old, European medieval suit of armor, and it closes down right over his eyes. There's no eye holes. There's pretty much no way to see out of that damn thing. But this is when they made Snake Eyes' ninja training more prevalent, and he became, Snake Eyes the Ninja as opposed to Snake Eyes the Commando with ninja training. This is still a cool figure. This was the first one that kicked off the new line. He's sort of got like dirty greenish, brownish, like a brownish green sort of pants. This guy came with a shit ton of weapons in a great big box. I had to order it from Hasbro Pulse. He's cool, but I hate that head sculpt. Anyway, the new Desert Snake Eyes that they have coming out is this body with that head, and they painted it a light brown, like a khaki color. That's the new Desert Snake Eyes coming out. Then they stand up. Snake Eyes, come on, you're a fucking ninja. I know you've got balance. Then they came out with, they got rid of the green pants, and the pants turned black, and he's all black. The little red dot on his forehead is now gone. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Little red dot. It's his little red dot. You don't know what he's got. And then this one has no red dot and black pants. Not a big difference, but it was different enough. So I was a sucker and I bought that one too. Okay, next up, this is the Snake Eyes from the Abysmal movie. And the figure isn't that bad. It's kind of like they made a compromise. They gave him the stupid visor, but I don't know. It's kind of cool looking, but he looks more like a fucking robot than a ninja. So something about this movie that I really didn't like. Okay, well, this might piss off a few people, but like I give a fuck about pissing off people. It's my channel, it's my opinion, and I'm gonna give it. So, growing up, something I loved about Snake Eyes. Okay, I'm German, right? I was a little white kid. Little blonde hair, blue-eyed German kid growing up. And my heroes was Bruce Lee. And Bruce Lee was the reason why I got into martial arts. And also, David Carradine. I loved watching Kung Fu on TV when I was a little kid. And I was a little kid. I didn't know that David Carradine didn't know martial arts. On the TV show, it looked like he knew martial arts, and that's all a little kid needs. And something I loved about Snake Eyes from the comic books was that he was a white dude that trained martial arts in Japan, and it kind of was cool to see that, you had a character to look up to that you knew that you didn't have to be Asian to study in martial arts, that it was okay and it was acceptable that um, somebody that wasn't Asian could train in that style of fighting. It was just kind of neat to know that Snake Eyes, after he got all burnt to hell, that his face got hit with that giant plume of fire and it made him look like Freddy Krueger and he lost his voice. And then he went to Japan and he trained as a ninja. It was just kind of cool to see that somebody of non-Asian descent could train as a ninja. It was just kind of neat. But then when they made this movie, they had him. They cast an Asian actor to play Snake Eyes, which is just kind of funny because I don't think there was anything wrong in the first place with Snake Eyes being a white dude that trained in martial arts. And actually that was one of the things that I loved about the character as a little kid. I could identify with the character. Now I'm sure you can identify with characters that are not from your race or your nationality. That's not what I'm saying, but it was just kind of neat to identify with that character. And nowadays, they just changed it and they're like, oh, well, I don't know. That seems to be a thing nowadays with race swapping in Hollywood, which is just, I don't know, it's weird. Like, I can understand if it's done for good reasons, but if it's done just for like dumb political reasons, it's just kind of stupid. Anyway, I guess that's my Snake Eyes rant. So that's the movie figure. This was my first custom. Come on, focus, goddammit. This head looks a lot like the old 3 3/4 inch figure. I found this dude on Instagram, and he was selling custom Snake Eyes heads. So I bought another one of the Ninja Snake Eyes, and I painted up this head and gave it to him. And I was happy with this for a while because I was like, oh look, I've got a Commando Snake Eyes now. But that sculpt, it's okay. It's kind of primitive. It's okay. The next custom I attempted, the head looks a little better. Again, wait, is this the movie body? Is this the movie body? Yeah, this one's the movie body. Okay, so I bought another movie Snake Eyes. This is the movie body. And this head is pretty damn cool. It's cooler looking than the last one. It's a little more detailed, looks a little bit more like Commando Snake Eyes. This last one though, this was the nicest custom one. Again, I got this one isn't the movie Snake Eyes. This is one of the Ninja Snake Eyes. And this face looks pretty good. This custom head looks like a dude wearing a mask. It looks really cool. He has 6 breathing slits instead of the 4, but whatever. This one looks really cool. So those are all the different versions of Snake Eyes. And I didn't show you guys the doubles that I have. So, yeah. It's kind of gluttonous, but I've got just about 2 of every one of these damn things. And I think it's like toy insurance with me. You know, those old G.I. Joes, they fall apart. That stupid rubber band that holds them together, once that thing rots and falls apart, you're just left with a bunch of pieces. And I don't know, maybe it's a fear of my older toys that have fallen apart and needed repair. So I kind of like to have backups of everything. All right, now we're getting away from Snake Eyes. I don't remember this dude's name. I don't think this is Outback. This might be Outback. I'm not sure though. He's a cool ass looking character. There was sort of a younger version of this character released. I think he had like brown hair and a brown beard. But I believe this was the Target exclusive. And he's got gray hair and a gray beard. Yeah, this is that Tiger Force shit that's available at Target. And I thought he was a cool looking, like older military soldier looking dude. Okay, if you guys think I customed a lot of Baroness figures, just wait till here we are getting to the Lady J. There's a ton of them. So there's Spirit. This is a badass figure. He looks awesome. Look at him. Look at that face sculpt. So damn cool. Comes with the eagle. And then I wanted to give him like a Native American, like a hot girlfriend. And so I got this. I bought a bunch of Lady J figures, guys. It's like the perfect body to do customs with. I forget which character this is. She's an X-Men. But there's this, you know, pretty face sculpt. Yeah, I know. The face paint, the color doesn't really match the neck and whatever. But they're toys. Just use your damn imagination. It looks cool. So that's his lady. Oh, that's his Lady J. Yeah, the Lady J face that came with the figure is kind of fugly. So I went kind of nuts. Okay, so this is the Lady J body with the CoverGirl's head. The CoverGirl is a prettier face sculpt, and to me it looks more like Lady J than the Lady J head she came with. So this head came from CoverGirl. So I took the head from CoverGirl and I gave CoverGirl that new Black Widow head because it looks like a better looking CoverGirl than the CoverGirl head. She's just a lot prettier, and yeah, it looks better. So this is my CoverGirl. Okay. So that's my Lady J, basically, with the CoverGirl head. Then I've got Lady J with Mary Jane from Spider-Man. That turned out cool. I forget this character's name, but she was like a doctor. She's a Marvel Legends, like a little doctor figure. But it was a pretty face sculpt, so I thought that one looked good on here too. I think this is a Spider Woman. I think. I'm not 100% sure, but it's a pretty face sculpt. And Rosario Dawson. Again, I know the face is darker than the neck, but who cares? It's a pretty face. She looks good on here. Like I showed you guys, this is CoverGirl with the Target exclusive Black Widow head. And the only reason I got that damn Black Widow was for the alternative head sculpts, and I used both of them for G.I. Joe. Up next is Torpedo. This is a beautiful figure. Look at his flippers. Torpedo. Super cool. Remember when Torpedo was fighting those giant monster tube worms in the cartoon? It would be awesome if they made like those giant tube worms as toys. That would be so cool. I'm not gonna say they won't, because I don't know, the G.I. Joe team kind of seems like they listen to their fans as far as like requests for figures to be made. It would be cool if we got the giant tube worms to fight. This is Flint. He's a cool looking figure when he's in focus. There we go. Flint. This is the movie Scarlet, which the face isn't that bad. They got the photoreal paint on there. She's a cool character. I mean, for a figure. And then, like I said, guys, the only reason I bought the that new Black Widow was for this head sculpt. And now Scarlet just is super pretty with this long red hair, and she looks really awesome with that head sculpt. So that's my Scarlet. I still have the original head, but I mean, there's like no comparison. This looks like, you know, your little sister or something. I don't know. It's okay. But I mean, compared to this, this is like a redheaded Cindy Crawford, as opposed to the girl that works at Starbucks. Like, it's just different looking. And then good old Duke. And that's it for the good guys. So those are all the good guys that I own. I know I have more bad guys than good guys, but that's just because the bad guys are always cooler looking. Except when we come to Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes is awesome. So that is a look at all of my G.I. Joe Classified Series figures. Alright, my friends, I will be back soon with some more cool stuff. So take it easy, and I'll be back soon. Yo, Joe.